What is up, everybody? It is David back out at the farm in Thurmont. I'm out here today for a couple reasons. One, I want to go through the White House Hive in preparation for moving it potentially and just pull out any extra weight in there. So pull out any honey frames, see what's inside, and just generally get that empty. And then two is to check out the swarm that moved into the other hive, see how that's doing, and then see what's new in the apiary. So come along, let's check it out. So the White House Hive has actually already been moved in here to the barn over here. And let's see what we're working with. So I pulled out all the frames, which is just everything that's in this box. And it's a mixture of stuff. We got a little bit of honey, a little bit of just good honeycomb for brood. And there is, a little bit of honey that I'll harvest. Kind of see there on the end, just the last cluster of bees. Pretty sad. So I've got that, and then I've also just been going through everything that's on the shelves, trying to figure out what's worth keeping, what's worth tossing. So I'll go through this for a little bit longer, and then we'll head down to the apiary. Awesome. So what I've got now is all of my frames organized. So we've got all the original plan frames on the right, with the newest ones on the right and the most used ones on the left, and then all the division boards, and then all the 2.0 frames over here that I'm trying to keep. I also found another swarm trap. So I'll probably bring that up to the cabin to set up. And then I've got, 3 frames that I'll bring home and harvest for honey. So I'll be back sometime soon. Still unclear whether I can move the White House Hive to Georgetown. But the plan is to move all the other beekeeping equipment to upstate New York, to our family's cabin, and then just reassess what I'm doing up there. It's been really great being here at the farm, but it's just every time I come out here I have to drive for 3 hours, so I can't keep doing that. I don't want to keep doing that. And Bobby has been super kind to give me his time and his land, and I want to make sure that his property is getting the bees that it deserves. So up next, I'm going to eat a little snack, but then we're going to go check out the apiary. And there are 2 new hives that are not mine down there, so we'll look from the outside at those, and then we'll see what's going on inside my beehive. All right? I wanted to show this off as well. I was just breaking off a lot of old comb because it's getting eaten by wax moths and isn't really good, but it's still really cool just to see what these are capable of. Like, they just made this. No prompting. It's really inspiring. So hopefully some little critter will get a nice tasty snack out of it. Well, this is also probably a good time to talk about kind of the hard launch of the other project that you might have seen on this channel. It's not about bees. And yeah, it's just been this fun project I've been working on recently. A board game all about cattle ranching in the underworld. Not for everybody, but started as a joke, and now here we are. I've made it. It's on Kickstarter. So if you like playing board games and want to support me in a way that's not about bees, feel free to head on over to that Kickstarter page and pre-order a set. The other thing I'm doing this summer is slowly working on an acoustic guitar, which is just, for some reason, it's a bucket list project of mine. Done some woodworking in the past, and my father-in-law has a guitar building business, Mad Jones Guitars, proudly repping the shirt today. So he makes beautiful guitars, and he's been teaching me how to make my own. So that's been super fun as well. So 2 projects, not related to beekeeping, but if you're interested, please check them out. And anyways, it's always good to be out here and sharing in this experience. It's super fun and incredibly rewarding. So that's just what I have to say. Time to get sweaty. So here are the 2 new hives. I don't know who's keeping them, but they look very well set up. A couple of deep Langstroth boxes. Be cool to see how they do. And then we've got the bee box, the original, looking pretty good. Alright, well, this camera might die, but if it does, I'll switch to my phone. So let's see what's going on inside this beautiful hive. Okay, you can definitely hear inside. Look. There is a buzz. We got a good number of bees in here. So let's keep that over there. There is some blue insulation that probably been eaten by ants. Wow. Good then. Okay, there are more bees than I thought there'd be. Check this out. Look at those bees. Just hanging out on the frames. So, let's pull one, see what's inside. Wow. All right, I had to switch to the phone. The battery on the camera died, but I wanted to point out some of these bees that just look a little paler than bees I've seen before and kept before. And of course, I don't know where these bees came from, so could be from anywhere, but look at the coloration on some of these guys. They're very light. Very light. And I'll have to kind of look up what that means. Look at that guy. Very interesting. But great brood laying pattern. I'm going to see if I can find eggs in a second, but these bees look like they've come down into the hive. They're filling up this hive. Awesome. This was the frame on the very end. Check that out. Let's get into the light. Wow. A lot of nectar in there. All that shimmery nectar. And all these bees getting their fill. Let's see. Challenging to do this one-handed. All right. So yeah, from what I've been seeing, all the bottom sections are still empty. They're really only using the top ones, which is what you'd expect. And then as they grow, they can migrate downward. But there's also been no interest in filling these outer edges at this point. This colony is not quite large enough for that. But I will just stick it in there for storage while I check the rest of the hive. Wow, very respectable. This laying pattern is excellent. She's really packing in the eggs. It's very good to see. No sign of the queen yet, but we'll carry on. I would guess that this hive has as many bees as the other two, just, you know, essentially one deep box worth. All right, let's move you around here. All right, carrying on. One thing I really like about this hive is the frames you've looked at. You know, maybe you don't want to disturb them too much, but just let them hang out. Give them their cave back. They're not freaking out too much, and we just have to access what we're working on actively. So that's really nice. Oh, fascinating. Okay. So I just came to the last frame in here. And it's another just standard deep frame. Okay, so there are fewer bees in here than I thought there were, because it's not full all the way across. So still, I'd say small colony now. I'm gonna update my assessment. Small colony of bees. But with the laying pattern, very promising small colony of bees. What's out here? Very look bad. Just another kind of pathy with a, oh, what was a wasp at some point. I'll take that out. So we just have 1, 2, 3, we have like 6 frames full of bees. But hey, they are bees, and they're in my hive. All right, so I've gone ahead and added some more frames to either side of this colony. I centered up their frames and added some more on either side. And that way, if they, if they prefer just hanging out on that top level, fine by me, and they can just kind of move out horizontally. But overall, I am happy to see them in here. At this point, they are still small, so their future is still up in the air. I'll have to check on them later in the summer and then make an assessment about what to do with them. But overall, just what a treat to come out here, see some bees. They're, middle of June here, so plenty of clover around, plenty of nectar. They're all content. They're so docile right now. And wow, what a just beautiful day to be out here hanging with some bees. Go back. You'll find your way. We'll find your way. This down. Right. There, we got it. Oof, well, what's going on here? Huh. I wonder if that was a bee fighting off a bee from another colony? It didn't really look like grooming, but whatever it was, cool to see. All right, shift these over. That all looks great. Bee box. Oh, and let's look in here. So of course, when I designed this hive, I just had to make little windows. So they're more challenging to get out than I had anticipated, especially while wearing gloves. All right, let me put you on the tripod. Hey, there we go. And it's a cool little observational hive. You can see, and you can't really deduce too much. If you really look, you can see if comb is in the frames, but that's about it. It's really just if people wanted to come and look and didn't want to, get all suited up. So, that was the bee inspection. Nice and quick when there's only one hive and it's a small hive. Cool to see those other hives set up. I look forward to hearing how those go. And excited to learn more about this White House hive in the future. It might have either here in DC or up in New York. So this has been super fun. I am sweaty now, but great day out at the farm. Really cool to see bees again. I think that's my big takeaway, is just how fun it is. I haven't had bees in a while now because they died kind of midwinter, and I wasn't planning on getting any more bees, but here they are, and it's just amazing. So I'll definitely be out here next Saturday to check on them. There's also a party going on So that'll be super fun. And then, yeah, we'll just keep doing bee stuff. And if you're interested, you can also check out the other projects, Cattlers of Satan on YouTube, and then the guitar project on Instagram. So we got things going on. But anyways, I'm gonna take this off, drive back into town. All right, happy beekeeping. Bye.